Looking at our 20th year of making clothes, I think, we needed a new challenge and we needed a new, breath of fresh air. It's almost like when you follow an artist and you love their style, but then they all of a sudden change their style, it might be hard to digest. But when you see the full picture at a retrospect show, you kind of understand that everyone has to mature, everyone has to grow. Somehow, some way, when you work with Chinese culture, we're encapsulated by an invisible box. Oh wow, look at that, we can't do that. Why can't we do that? Why can't we? I'm the only one in the room always saying, of course we can. No one said that we could do these things, and look what we're doing. I'm in Shanghai Fashion Week celebrating our 20th year anniversary, but also equally is trying to give credibility and recognition and energy to Shanghai Fashion Week, especially to these young designers. This is more like the smorgasbord of where I think Chinese youth and Chinese culture and Chinese creatives are kind of like gathered towards one place. I want to help bring the energy to Shanghai Fashion Week, so we're more dedicated year in and year out, not maybe season by season, to do something here and also be inclusive of it and hopefully have that platform where, we're talking about it, and staff only or these people, they can be mentioned and people can start noticing them, because obviously we have many new ideas and many new approaches to what we want to make, but at the same time, we're trying to bring energy to the Chinese kind of push. When you're a child, the easiest way for you to start expressing yourself is how you wear your clothes. I started dressing baggy because I was hip hop and basketball. That wasn't because it's what I wanted to do. It was emulating something. It was saying that this is me, right? And I feel like Chinese culture and Chinese kids are at that stage where they're finally wearing what it is to represent themselves and not like that's cool or that sells for this much, but they still haven't opened their mouth and said something. I'm trying to encourage them to be like, look, you can do this. Look, you're talented. Look at what you've done and look this. In that sense, I'm trying to change the generation and how they feel. I'm really proud of all the stuff, that we've made in this coming collection. Get ready because it's a little different, but I think that the market is needing a little bit more sexiness, a little bit more classiness, a little bit more well put together looks. Hopefully we can be part of that first initial wave. The show's actually designed in the way of like a royal palace. The context is that even we're not sitting in the royal palace, we're sitting with the crown, right? And together, we have to figure out how to get to this next level, or who is that guy? Is it me? Is it you? It's okay, I don't mind. I want to bring everyone together to start figuring out what we do for the next wave of Chinese creativity, and not only in fashion. At the 19th year, I was feeling a little fatigued, wondering if this is still what I want to do. And even our mission statement is different now. Like our whole company kind of motto is totally been rearranged and re-energized. So I feel more passionate and more determined than in a long time. The internal word that we're doing is no longer exclusive and inclusive. We're going to be hitting the ground a lot to really ignite and give opportunities to young creatives on a hopefully international platform. More people can be recognized as a Chinese creative in a respectable world, because when you come here, they're like, oh yeah, this designer's great, this designer's great, this designer's great, and then you go over there and they have no idea who they are. Even if in the end it's not CLOT or Edison Chen they recognized, hopefully some of these guys will become the next wave because we've already rode that wave. There is no king at the moment, right? The king could be you, it could be me, but let's unify first. Identify as a collective, then think about who is the best. If we're all competing and always cold shouldering each other just because we're fashion designers or just because you're musicians, the market will never be able to break through because there's no collective positive energy and there's no camaraderie and there's no brotherhood. So when we go to Paris, we're scattered. Never are we together. Your show is your show. Why? Supposedly you're friends. Are you? to think of the fashion show as an immersive experience. I try to think of it as a fashion show. I'm almost the anti, like, let's make this an extravaganza, because when I go to a fashion show, I want to see clothes. The only immersive experience is that you're part of our family and you're at the show. You know, we've been making t-shirts and hoodies and stuff like for 20 years now, and it's like, in order to wake up every day and have real passion, you have to have something to accomplish. It's the feeling of this whole collection, the feeling of this whole show. We're a local brand, and look at our show. Like, you know, this is a moment.